If you're subscribed to the channel or enjoy this type of movie content, odds are you are a huge movie fan, and you've been dearly missing the movie theaters, and even more, big movie premieres in the movie theaters. It's been a hard year for a lot of different reasons, and some things more important than others, but for movie fans it has also been a little bit difficult, seeing that all of the movie sets, productions, release dates, and premieres have all been pushed back and cancelled. Now that things are starting to pick up again, there are still some questions as to which movies will be released this year or later on, and which movies will be released in theaters. But it has been confirmed that Mulan will be released on Disney Plus Premiere. So we're going to cover exactly what that is, what it means, and how that works, so you can be prepared a week from now when it releases, and you can know exactly what you're getting into. Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to Cosmic Culture. It's Chris, and I just want to take a moment to pay my respects to Chadwick Boseman, who yesterday we found out has passed away, and my condolences to his family and all of his fans who are deeply touched by the loss of this really great individual. He was Black Panther, he was Jackie Robertson, and he was a hero and a great man. So just a moment to recognize that loss we are all feeling from last night. But the purpose of today's video is to talk about the Mulan release, which will be coming out in a week on Disney Plus Premiere, which is a premium streaming service on top of Disney Plus and your normal monthly subscription, where you pay extra for access to these new releases like Mulan and possibly others that will be added to the roster, and then you have the ability to appreciate and have these movies for a certain amount of time. It is not indefinite. Although movie releases, movie characters, and storylines aren't the most important thing in the world, for a lot of individuals, movies are a release and a way to escape, get a different kind of feeling about life, and have a different kind of happiness. So many people look up to movie characters, superhero characters, and other type of releases kind of exactly like Mulan, and not being able to have those releases is certainly difficult. So definitely understand that, and we want to make sure everybody knows how they can get these movies and have those releases in those moments with their families. Movies really are an equalizer in life for a lot of people. So here's how Disney Plus Premiere will work for Mulan, and probably for future movies that they're planning on releasing straight to the platform. So for Mulan, the first premiere movie on Disney Plus, the rules are that you buy it for $29.99 separate to your Disney Plus subscription, and the exact quote from Disney on the ownership of this is, "Once you purchase premiere access to Mulan, you'll be able to watch the film as many times as you want, as long as you are an active Disney Plus subscriber." Now, eventually, and we don't know how long it will be until this happens, Mulan would be available on Disney Plus as part of your subscription to Disney Plus. Now, the time frame for how long you would have to wait is not available. They haven't said this. So you have to pay your $29.99 if you want to see it September 4th when the movie goes live. And Disney has said you have access to this movie as many times as you want, as long as you continue to pay your monthly subscription. So you can't just go in, pay for a month of subscription of Disney Plus, pay your $29.99 for Mulan, and then have Mulan forever as a digital copy. You do have to continue your payments of your Disney Plus subscription to continue watching the Mulan movie. So keep that in mind. If you're thinking $29.99 seems extremely high for access to a movie, well, odds are you aren't going to be the only one watching this movie. For most people, it's going to be a family event. Friends might come over and watch it after you've purchased it, and a lot of sharing of the movie might happen on different platforms for Disney Plus. In fact, it's a probability that that is going to be the case. So the $29.99 helps cover all of the people who will be watching this movie together, since Disney's already assumed it's going to be a family affair and a friend affair, and not just one person paying their normal $10 for a movie ticket. So they're going to probably take a loss on this movie in comparison to how much money they would make if they released in the theaters. Now, movies like this with Disney have had pretty impressive box offices, and it's not the end of the world. Disney can probably manage the loss. But it's definitely in question whether or not they're going to be continuing doing movie releases like this, based off of how well the release of Mulan goes. At the Disney Summit meeting, where they talked to the board members and the stockholders about the losses and the gains that they've made as a company, obviously they had some pretty abysmal numbers to report, seeing that Disney lost a lot of money due to COVID. and this was one of their ideas on how to start regaining and getting back into the game, and they want to get Mulan out there for a lot of people to see. But they said that depending on the success rate of Mulan, whatever their goal is and whatever they're anticipating on making, will determine what happens to the future of Disney Plus Premiere. And we're all thinking about the same movie, yes, Black Widow, which at the moment, according to the last trailer that was released prior to New Mutants in theaters, which just released, they are expecting to release Black Widow in the theaters. But that could change if, for some reason, Disney Plus Premiere does really well and it shows to be fruitful for Disney. There's no reason why they can't do both a theatrical release and then maybe a week later or a couple days later also Disney Plus Premiere, so that people have the opportunity who don't feel comfortable going to the theaters or can't go to the theaters because they're still not open, have a chance to see Black Widow and other movies that will be coming out in the future. And it's a cool way of continuing giving people an opportunity to see these movies if, like I said, they aren't feeling comfortable to go out into a theater with a lot of people to watch these movies. Because yes, coronavirus is still out there and it is something that people need to be careful about. But as theaters open up across America, and they are opening up, people will want to go and see these movies. But for those of us who don't feel comfortable going to the theaters, this is a really good opportunity, and another way of going and enjoying the premieres without going into these public spaces with a lot of people. So the future of Disney Plus Premiere at the moment is a little bit uncertain, but Disney Plus is for sure releasing Mulan on Disney Plus for $29.99 on September 4th. So be ready for that, be excited for that. It's a premiere of a movie, and we haven't had a lot of those in the last few months. So let me know what you guys think about this news, or if you have any other questions, we can try to figure them out in the comments down below. Hopefully you are as excited about Mulan as I am. Thank you as always to everybody who watched until the very end of the video. If you found it useful, helpful, entertaining, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. We're covering all major movie and television news right here. I'm Culture Chris, and this has been Cosmic Culture.